Hello, trombones, and welcome to song number 96, Gliding Along. In this song, we're not going to learn any new rhythms or even a new note, except we're going to learn a new skill, and that's how to slur notes together. So, somewhere on this page, around song number 96, you'll see a yellow box, and it tells you the definition of a slur. And what a slur does is it connects notes with a curved line. And you might be thinking to yourself, Mr. Lando, isn't that what a tie does? We already learned about ties. The difference between a tie and a slur is one really major thing. A tie connects two notes that are the same. Right? It groups them together to make one longer note. A slur connects notes that are different, and when you slur the notes, you play those connected notes with one breath. So a tie just takes two notes, adds them together to make one longer note. A slur connects notes, and you play them. You play those connected notes with one breath. So it starts. This song starts right off with four half notes: 1, 2, 3, and 4, underneath a slur. And what we need to do is play these four half notes with one breath. And the way we do that is we start the first note of the slur with our tongue, as it says to. And then we keep our M moving, don't stop your air, and we move our slide position for the next notes at the correct time. What we also need to do as trombone players is very softly, kind of barely noticeably separate these notes a little bit with our tongue behind the roof of our mouth. Usually we put our tongue behind our top teeth when we go toot, toot, toot. Now we're going to put it behind the roof of our mouth towards like the top of our gums, and we're going to go da 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 da, like you're saying la 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 la, very much towards the roof of our mouth. If we play these four notes without doing that nice little soft separation, we're going to kind of sound like a cartoon trombone player. So here's those first four notes with me just moving my slide and not stopping my air. It's gonna sound kind of cartoonish. Here it's like, we don't want that. It sounds like a cartoon of like a haunted house. So instead, I'm going to play all these notes with one breath. I'm not going to breathe in between each note. I'm not going to separate the notes. I'm going to play all four notes, which are F in first position, E flat in third, D in fourth, and back up to E flat in third. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip of my tongue and just go, la. I'll start the note like this. I'll go, ta. Take that tiniest bit of separation, la, towards the roof of my mouth, gently just saying la, just to give a little bit of separation so we don't sound too cartoony when we play these slurs. I'm going to play those same four notes with that gentle separation towards the roof of my mouth saying la. Here we go. Listen to it again. One more time. And we also need to make sure we have very quick slide movements. If we move our slide too slow, then it's going to sound really bad. So the most important thing when we're playing slurs is we just won't play the notes individually like we normally would, right? So if I'm playing those four notes without the slur, it'd sound like this. We need to connect those four notes with one breath. And this is something I'm even still practicing on trombone, so we're all going to do our best. So now let's play the first half of our song. We know there's four half notes and they're 2 beats each. We have four tas and they're 1 beat each. And then we have a dotted half note here, which is going to be 3 beats long. Our notes are F in first, E flat in third, D in fourth, E flat in third. And then our tas are F in first, E flat in third, D in fourth, E flat in third, and then our final note of the first half, our dotted half note, is a C in sixth position. All right, I'm gonna make sure my tempo is turned down to 70, and we're gonna do our best to play these notes that are slurred. Here we go, trombones. Ready. Rest. I feel really good about that. It might sound a little funny at first when we get used to this like coordination of moving the slide quickly and a gentle towards the roof of my mouth to separate notes. Try your best, trombones. Just do your best. This is a skill you'll be working on for many years to come, just like me. Let's look at the second half of the song. Our rhythms. I see tas, and I see a dotted half note for 3 beats long at the very end. So in this section, right, these 4 notes right here are going to be slurred. So it's going to go ta, one breath. And then these next 4 notes are played with their own one breath, ta. And then these 2 tas are played with one breath, ta. And then these 2 tas are played with their one breath, ta, ta, the last note. What are our notes? We have F in first position, E flat in third, D in fourth, back up to E flat in third. Then we have F in first, E flat in third, D in fourth position, C in sixth position. Our next slur is B flat in first, low B flat, up to D in fourth position. And then we have F in first position, down to D in fourth position. And then we end our song on a low B flat in first position. Try your best with these slurs, trombones. They're tricky, and remember, it's a skill we're just going to keep working on. So if we don't master it in our first try, that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Let's play the second half of the song. I'll say trombones going here, this measure here going 1 4 1 4, and slurring from first to fourth, kind of tricky. It's going to take some time to practice that. Last thing, let's play the whole song. Ready, go. Alright, trombones, that's how we play song number 96, Gliding Along, and how we slur notes together. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or send me a message. Bye, trombones.